Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me again for another interview for the GRC anniversary issue. With me today, I have Greg Short, and he's been a member. His number actually is 0123. So, Greg, the first question that I have for you is, how did you hear about Grow Pittsburgh?
Well, I read about the Garden Resource Center, and it was near the end of the first season for the Garden Resource Center, and I thought, oh, I gotta go over there. That sounds like a great place. And by the time I went over there, it was all locked up, and the season was over. So I joined the next spring, and I've been a steady, reliable member ever since.
What made you join the GRC?
Well, I have been a long-time gardener, almost my whole life. Vegetables, fruits, flowers, and the Garden Resource Center gave me access to stuff that's great for my garden. Beautiful compost, beautiful shredded mulch, and great topsoil. All of my vegetables grow in raised beds, and with the Garden Resource Center supplies, I can build each raised bed a little higher every year and use the stuff from the GRC. So it's a great place.
How has the GRC impacted your gardening over the years?
The stuff I get from the GRC has enabled my garden to grow better than it's ever grown before. I'm an organic gardener. I don't like chemical fertilizers, pesticides, fungicides, or herbicides. So GRC focuses on this natural stuff, so it's helped me to become a much better gardener.
Is there anything at the GRC that you would like to see?
Stop that for a second, I gotta think.
Is there anything at the GRC that you would like to see?
You know, I think that's sort of a hard question to answer because of the compost and the mulch and the topsoil. You have a good basic, and then there's organic amendments, and then if I needed to, I could borrow tools, and it's great staff that work there that are very friendly and very helpful. So what would I like to see? Well, you know, we have socials now, and that's a nice thing to get to meet with other people and talk to them. Perhaps we could have more seminars or classes for people that are newer at gardening, or maybe to share our knowledge. But in general, it's great.
Is there anything that you would like to add at the GRC besides the seminars?
No, I think if we added a couple of classes and some seminars, I think things would be perfect. One thing I would subtract would be rototillers. Rototilling is very bad for your soil in many ways.
And what would you do to replace the rototiller?
I would educate people about how rototilling is really a mistake and not at all beneficial. I think people in small backyard gardens look at farmers plowing and rototilling as equivalent, but it's not, and it's very bad for your soil.
What tool would you use instead?
I would use a shovel or a fork, or I would use just the total no dig method. There's a guy in England, Charles Dowding. He just puts cardboard down, then puts soil and compost on it and grows from there and never digs his ground up.
Actually, that's how I do mine. I do the
There you
lasagna.
go.
I do the lasagna method. All right. Thank you so much, Greg, for answering these questions and being a part of the GRC anniversary issue.